the Washington Post actually retracted a massive story that was falsely claiming that Trump was pressuring Georgia to find the votes. Now, this was a report, once again, from I think about 3 months ago, where they were basically saying that there was some call that Trump had with someone in Georgia, one of the officials there, and he basically, or at least they were trying to make it seem as if he had told them to find votes where there weren't any. Just find enough votes for me to win is basically what they were trying to pin it as being. Well, they're retracting that, of course. And their correction says, 2 months after publication of this story, the Georgia Secretary of State released an audio recording of President Trump's December phone call with the state's top elections investigator. The recording revealed that the Post misquoted Trump's comments on the call based on information provided by a source. Trump did not tell the investigator to find the fraud or say she would be a national hero if she did so. Instead, Trump urged the investigator to scrutinize ballots in Fulton County, Georgia, asserting she would find dishonesty there. He also told her that she had the most important job in the country right now. A story about the recording can be found on the site for Washington Post as well, talking about all of that. So the point is that this story was literally passed as 100% fact. Initially, that's what it was. They literally said, this is what Trump did. This is what Trump did. And nobody reads in the articles anyways, 90% of the time. So a lot of people just saw this and they said, okay, well, Trump must have said these things. But no one ever looked in there and saw that, oh, well, this is just their kind of the hearsay thing that we deal with oftentimes in the news, where they heard someone say something and maybe they changed it around a little bit to fit their narrative. But all it was only there to basically make Trump look bad. That's basically what's going on. So the headline now reads that Trump pressured a Georgia elections investigator in a separate call. Legal experts could amount to obstruction. The original one was find the fraud, in quotes. Trump pressured a Georgia elections investigator in a separate call. Legal experts say would be or could amount to obstruction. So basically, once again, they had to change the actual title, the headline, and add that kind of annotation at the bottom after the article. Of course, it doesn't matter now, does it? The hit piece did its job. It made Trump look bad. It made Trump look like he was trying to somehow cheat in this situation. It's too late. Election's over. Situation's done. I mean, there's no point, right? I mean, that's basically what's going on. But you, once again, just have to understand that I guess the biggest takeaway here is that the mainstream media will warp any story to fit its narrative. It doesn't matter whether it's some guy that comes to them and says, well, I heard this, or a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend said this. They're going to just basically treat it as fact. As long as they like the outcome or like the general message that Trump's bad, they'll push it no matter what and pretend as if it's fact. By the time the retractions come, by the time things change, it's too late. The damage has already been done. You just watched a clip from The William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.